So my favorite way to knit socks is on a 9-inch circular. So you can tell how big my hand is and how big this little circular needle is. And I think it's just perfect for socks because going around and around is exactly the circumference of a cuff that you'd want to make for a sock. But I've been getting a lot of questions about how exactly I do the knitting, and while I can't make a video about the process of knitting an entire sock, I thought I could show you the heel flap portion, which is probably where most people are getting confused. So right now I'm working on the heel flap, so I thought it'd be a good time to record this video and show you how I do it. Now, usually working on a 9-inch circular is exactly like working on any other circular needle. To make the cuff, see, I've worked probably 6 inches of a cuff. You just knit around and around, around and around and around. There's no turning, there's nothing else. Then when you get to the heel flap, you'll want to follow the instructions for your particular pattern to work the heel flap. My favorite sock pattern is Church Mouse Yarn & Tees Basic Sock. It has different options for ribbing, different kind of patterns, 2 different weights. It's really great. And it's the one that I'm knitting right now. And I'm knitting on the heel flap, which is worked in rows. And so you may not be able to tell yet, but it's just super simple to do because you are just treating these like regular needles. You'll see when I get to the end of the row that this flap, I'm only working on part of the sock. And the stitches that I'm not working, I just leave on the needle, the cord, and I just leave it alone and I don't touch them. And that's totally fine. I recommend first, if you're making your first sock, to go ahead and do them on double points, following the pattern instructions that'll give you tips like, needle 1, needle 2, whatnot. And that'll help you learn the structure of the sock. And then once you get how it is, it'll be really simple for you to transfer to 9-inch circulars. Okay, I'm on my last few stitches. Wow, I didn't even purl that stitch. And here we go. Okay, so I have stitch markers at the end of the heel flap stitches just to remind me to turn around. And you'll see this flap will keep getting longer and longer, and all of these stitches here, I'm just not touching them. I'm not doing anything with them at all. I'll turn the work around, okay, and then I'll keep knitting. Okay, this is a slip one, knit one pattern. And there you go. This will keep getting longer. These stitches are never touched. And then when it's time to pick up the gusset stitches, I'll just do that on these needles and they'll all fit. And then the rest of the sock is working around and around like you usually do on a 9-inch circular. So I hope that's given you a little bit of info for the trickiest part of how you work on a 9-inch circular. I recommend giving them a try. You might not love them, not everyone does, but I find them really great for travel, so they're worth just trying once.